Hi, I'm Eli Rosario, and I'm on the board of the Hispanic Public Relations Association, or HPRA. I'm so appreciative of all of you joining us. We have a new interview series that's shining a light on talented Latino PR professionals. And today we're kicking off the series with talented professionals who are recently named finalists for the 2024 HPRA Bravo Awards. And these awards happen every year for the last 10 years. They celebrate the best corporate, agency, and nonprofit multicultural campaigns that advance positive narratives about Latinos in the US. And our guest today is Mayra Martins. She is the PR lead for Latin America at WISE. And thank you, Mayra, for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So tell us about first tell us about yourself. What is WISE and what makes what you and the team do there unique?
Okay, sure. So as you said, I'm a senior communications manager at WISE, overseeing Latin America and US Hispanic markets. I was born and raised in Brazil, where I worked for 20 years until last November when I relocated to Austin. I believe my background, living in and deeply understand the realities of Latin American countries, gives me a broader perspective on this audience and helps me think about how we can make an even bigger impact for them. So WISE is a global financial service technology platform where you can send, receive, spend money overseas.
Amazing. Okay. And I know that previously you had said that you used to do comms at PayPal in Brazil. Tell us about that.
Yeah, that's right. I managed communications in Brazil at PayPal for almost 5 years, and it was a great experience. I learned a lot from working with regional and global teams with a clear mission and vision. It was my first role at a global company, and it helped me grow as a professional, especially coming from an agency background.
I love that. It's great that you have that unique experience. And what would you say? I know you've made these changes living in Brazil, moving to Austin, in-house and different situations that you've done. What do you think is the most important career decision that you've made in the last 3 to 5 years?
Well, definitely the decision to leave PayPal, a well-established company, to join Wise in Brazil was a major one. At the time, Wise was just a startup with 5 employees in the country, still in the early stages of entering a new market. Although the company was already stable in the UK, Brazil is a totally different reality. And it represented a risk, right? So accepting the challenge of building Wise reputation in such a competitive and highly regulated country was a big gamble. It ended pretty well, I should say. Now we have around 150 employees in our São Paulo office. Wise has issued 2 million cards for Brazilian customers, and we just got licensed by the central bank to connect directly with its payment system. So it's been quite a journey.
That's incredible. Like you've taken so many risks, and I'm sure your career has grown so much because of that. And people would be really, excited to kind of hear about that. It's inspiring. So, today we want to talk a little bit about the HPRA Bravo Awards, and congratulations to you and your team on being named finalists. We would love for you to tell us about your award-winning campaign.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. So at WISE, we invest heavily in highlighting the lack of transparency in international money transfers in worldwide. For that, we advocate for regulations on hidden fees and bring this issue to light in the press. So in 2023, we launched a PR campaign to raise awareness among Hispanic audiences in the US to educate and empower them on financial transactions. By developing a comms strategy and partnering with the policy team, we secured over 150 pieces of coverage across more than 20 markets in the US in just 9 months.
I love that. So we have an image. We're going to have some images of the campaign here to show in the background. So we want to pull that up now. That shows a specific campaign, and then would love for you to tell us about this.
Okay, yeah. Working in FinTech has shown me how powerful and meaningful the flow of remittances is when people send money to their home countries and loved ones. This process should be seamless, fast, and convenient because it's important for families around the world. We all know that. So, since I started focus on the Hispanic market in the US, my respect and admiration for these stories have only grown. I'm truly passionate about making remittances dignified and straightforward for more people. So, why do many providers still disrespect users and hide fees in money transfers? Well, we all know the answer, but we won't accept it. At Wise, transparency is one of our core values. That's why we work tirelessly to spread this message. One of the surveys we run for this campaign found out that 61% of Hispanic Americans felt the impact of hidden fees in their financial, but also emotional well being. And it really touched me that our campaign has reached so many people in the US who need information on managing for international money.
So I'm going to pull up now this document that you shared so we can kind of walk through that as it relates to, you know, what you were just talking through. So yeah, walk us through this.
Okay, this was the report we did where we pull out information we got from two surveys we run to this campaign. One of the surveys, with one of the surveys, we want to know how people feel about junk fees, the hidden fees that providers hide in the exchange markups. And with the other one, we wanted to know the exact economic impact that the junk fees represent to Hispanic communities in the US.
Amazing. Yeah, this is very detailed. Where can people find this?
Yeah, we have this available online, and people can find this in our website, wise.com/community/junk fees.
Incredible. Okay, great. So, what are you most proud of about this whole campaign?
I guess being able to contribute to empower so many people to make more informed decisions when sending money home, which we know is a very important moment for them. Through our media strategy, we were able to show and convince reporters from Hispanic publications how relevant the impact of hidden fees is in their community. And they understood this resonates with many people and really started spreading the word. We also increased awareness of the Nothing to Hide campaign, which is an initiative we built globally to get people to help us bring transparent pricing to international payments, like contacting policymakers, signing petitions, and sharing personal stories. If you go to nothingtohidefoundation.org, you can sign the petition for more transparency in international payments industry.
Let me just pull that up for everyone here so they could see that. So here it is. Anything you want to speak to on this image?
This is a global platform we work on, and there's a petition where you can sign in, and we will let you updated on any advancements we did with specific regulators or conversations we're having with like authorities, and also sharing some personal cases of people who were really impacted by the hidden fees. So it's a very nice way that we found to put these people in the same place, in the same page, and really advocate for more transparency in international payments.
That's incredible. Okay, so I'm going to go back because I know we have some of the images that had some of the media coverage to walk through as well. So let me just pull those up too. Okay.
Yeah. This were some like of the media coverage we got on the surveys insights, or even with like the reports we made, and also like having Josh, who is our spokesperson, to talk and educate reporters on hidden fees. So it was a very nice coverage we got with million of people reached through this
Wow.
business.
Okay, great. So, is there any, we of course know that these awards and these campaigns are a huge team effort. Is there anyone on the team at Wise you'd like to give a shout out to, or any of your partners?
Yeah, there are a lot of people that work on this, but I like to give a shout out to Josh Contreras that I just mentioned. He's the Senior Policy and Campaigns Officer at WISE and has been a key partner in our efforts towards more transparent international payments. Josh plays a fundamental role in highlighting to regulators the harm that hidden fees have on people's lives, and he has played like a very important role helping me educating reporters and being our awesome spokesperson for that.
Yes, we all know how important having that amazing spokesperson is for press. So that's incredible. And so, yeah, I mean, we have, 2 questions left, and I would ask, what is a piece of advice you have for up and coming comms professionals, maybe especially in this kind of like Hispanic and Latino space?
Yeah. I'd say don't play it safe. Learn a second language, whether it's English or Spanish. Invest in expanding your network, and also understand new technologies and how they impact your role. So you can get up to date with new trends, and also what topics are being highlighted by the community. And you get to know like people that are really working towards serious and transparent communications to this audience.
I love that. And in terms of industry news, there's always so much going on in this industry, so much change and evolution and new technologies and all of that. What are some recent changes or trends that you are like really feeling the impact of the most?
Am I being too obvious by mentioning AI? I've recently faced some challenge with the use of AI for media news, especially in Brazil,
Mm.
and I truly believe that's just the beginning. So I'm not here to say that we shouldn't use tools to assist us with ideas, structures, research, and everything that can do to make our lives easier. I use them myself. However, the increase in text generated by AI without human oversight has been a bit concern to me. And I guess we are as communications professionals, we have the responsibility to keep working to ensure the accuracy of the information being spread by the media. So I'd say like use it wisely and really like stay attentive to what is being like published by news to your like audiences.
I wanted to actually ask a follow-up about that because I'm not familiar with how media in Brazil or Latin America are using it. Like what specifically is going on?
Yeah, we had some cases of like media being written by AI without any human review, I'd say.
Well,
So there were a bunch of like inaccurate information being spread to the audiences, and as it's not written by a human being, it's more like it's a harder work to reach out to the publications and get to explain and clarify and ask for corrections. So I think we need to be responsible when spreading words to the audience. Like people do not even like have the tools to know if it's like AI media covered or it's written by journalists. So I think it's a very danger line here, where
yeah.
you can like trust all the information that have been like published in these media outlets.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for sharing that piece of news or update from Brazil. I think that's really helpful. But yeah, thank you so much, Mayra, for joining us today. It was a great conversation. Love learning about your campaign. FinTech is super interesting. It's also mind-blowing to me, all of these platforms and like incredible things that are happening in Latin America. So appreciate your time today. And we are so excited to support you and see everyone at the Bravo Awards in November.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Excited to meet you in person.
Likewise.